Welcome to Motivational Monday. This is Fed Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. And one of the things that motivates me so much is to see other people's success. But before we start, make sure to like, subscribe, and do share, especially if you find value in this presentation. Now, someone sent me a clip of this guy that goes around. He's a university student in the United States, and he goes to zip codes, specifically in areas that people have an extreme amount of wealth in the United States. So he's traveling around Texas, and he comes up to people unabashedly, right? Nonchalantly, completely raw. And he comes up to people in Rolls Royces and Ferraris, and really expensive cars. And he says, "Excuse me, can I ask you a question?" And then he gets into a conversation with them and discusses how they went from wherever they went from to where they are right now in success. And he asked them, "What's your one word of advice?" And they give them his word of advice. And it's usually coming from someone who's experienced certain things in their industry. Now, it's really very general. A lot of it is common sense, but the point is that for most of these people, as you see them, one of the questions that he asked them, have you ever been broke before? Have you ever been broken? Have you ever lost all your money before? And believe it or not, many of them have. And if you've ever been an entrepreneur, it's just one of the things that you go through in life. Now, life throws you curveballs, and that's probably one of the best words of advice that one of them actually gave them. There's ups and downs in life, right? We all know that. We get this job that we really wanted, and then something happens in the industry and we lose it. And then the next thing comes along. And you never know when it's going to come along, but it does come along. And I believe that it's not just the things that come along, it's also the things that we attract to come along. And that is a process. It's not something that you could look in a nutshell. After 40, 50 years in the working or in the markets, you could reflect back in life and put things back into order, and it could all fit in, right? But in hindsight, or when you're right there, it's very difficult to see when you're in the moment the chaos of how it makes sense. And that is a challenge I think everybody is faced with, whatever level we're in. If we're stuck in a job that we hate, or we're thriving in a job that we love, there used to be this really great saying that this too shall pass, right? When things were great, this too shall pass. It might be some days that it's not be so great. And when things are bad, we always think that they're going to stay that way. But this too shall pass, right? Good days are going to come back, believe it or not. You got to just hold on. And I think that that's one of the lessons to any business person needs to really take to heart. Yes, there's the general businesses of, oh, if you're in the real estate market, just realize someone is selling this property, means that they're selling their problem away. Now, you have to figure out what that problem is and if you could live with that problem. But ultimately, the point is that there's going to be ups and downs in life, okay? It's just the reality. And if you can pre-accept that, you will go through life in a much healthier, much more balanced way because you'll expect it. Yes, I'm not saying that you have to walk around with anxiety-driven and fear-driven all the time, but just keep that 10% or that 5% element, even if you are in success, not to just diminish the success, but just realize, hey, maybe I could temper that success and just put it into balance because things will change. And when things are really bad, there's that 5 to 10% that you can reflect on and watch one of these videos and see how this person who went, and tried several businesses and lost money and was $100,000 in debt and somehow he got out of it. That's what I find motivating. It's that there's two types of people out there. There's the type of person that gets broken and the type of person that picks themselves up, puts it all together, and not only do they come back stronger, they come back smarter, they come back more competitive, and they take that drive and they take it to that next level. And that is so important. That is just what you want to be doing in life. You want to bring things down on you. And if you need extra help, if you need to speak to somebody professionally, or you need to listen to some music, you need to do some exercise, do it. It's just part of life. It's part of the ups and downs in life. And yes, there will be a comeback.